Alright, and we are live. Alright, well, today we're gonna discuss the season 2 finale of. Oh, look at that! We're gonna discuss the season 2 finale of The Mandalorian today. We have with us Rio and Taco Gaming. Both of their channels and Twitches are in the description below.
Yeah.
So let's start discussing the episode, I guess. Uh,
Let's
what
start
you what you guys think
this
of the episode?
episode. It it was amazing. It was awesome. I loved it.
Oh yeah,
It's,
great.
it wasn't as long
It's
as I would have liked it to be, but it was still super awesome.
Oh
so
yeah.
then it sounds like I'm in the minority then because I really thought it was super weak.
Oh yeah, you're definitely
In the minority, yes.
in the
Yeah,
minority here.
100%. Because they just could have done
I
so
thought this
much
was
better.
awesome.
They
I
really
look
could have done so much better with the episode, though, to be honest. Like, I don't know, man.
I'm a little upset they didn't have Ahsoka come back, but I mean that was fine. We still got her
I
in the other episode, so
Yeah.
Also, again, like I'm in the minority. I could really care less for her.
Uh, my dude, did you even watch Clone Wars?
I did watch Clone Wars, but I still really don't care much for her.
Ah!
But yeah, anyways, the episode was still good. It was still good. It just wasn't as great as I wanted it to be.
Honestly, I'm the only thing I'm really disappointed in, two things. Boba Fett didn't stay for the entire episode. He kind of dipped right after they got to
Well,
the cruiser.
he had his own little things he had to do. So
Yeah, but his word was he made a promise to Mando that like, oh, I'll help you get back
yeah,
get.
yeah, he really should have been there.
Oh yeah,
But
and I would have loved if if he stayed there. Imagine how the interaction would be between him and Luke at the end.
oh,
oh, that
yo,
would have been
no,
fun to watch.
just I didn't even think about that. That would have been really interesting to see actually.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you know maybe there's a reason he left or they didn't want to have him there at the same time because maybe in that book of Yoda or book of Boba might might have a little one on one with him.
Yeah. And the second thing I was disappointed by was well it was still okay. Well I love that Luke was in the episode. However, I think the CGI it honestly looked like a PS3 and Xbox 360 model. It was a little. I mean, I get it's a lower budget than the movies because it's still a TV show. But oh my lord,
Yeah,
it was rough. I'm not sure
I
if.
honestly was not. I wasn't paying attention to the graphics, so to me it looked like perfectly
Oh
fine.
yeah,
But still enjoyable
it
to watch.
looked good, and when he was just stand or like just still,
he,
I
he
guess.
looks fine.
But
He looks
when he was
fine. Yeah, that's not
talking,
what.
oh, that was rough. um, but I think it was still the right move to keep Mark Hamill and just de-aging him. Because a lot of fans either wanted that or also have Sebastian Stan come in because he looks pretty similar to Luke. Um, but I'm honestly glad that they kept Mark Hamill back, especially like kind of redeeming him after the Last Jedi. Yeah. Um. Oh, and that hallway fight scene. Oh, it was so good with Luke and the Dark Troopers.
Oh my gosh, like father, like son.
Yeah. Right.
I the moment I saw that, I was like, man, if that lightsaber was red, this would be like the exact same thing as Rogue One. It
Yeah.
was
Cause
just
Hey,
so cool to
hey,
watch.
hey, so hold on. I'm sorry, but I just gotta stop the stream here for 2 seconds. I found a live crab. Okay, continue.
crab. Uh. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Ever since Rogue One came out, people have been wanting a similar scene with Luke, right? But I personally thought it never really would have made sense because Luke is not a killer. He even in like the expanded universe, canon expanded universe, like the video games, he visibly regrets killing stormtroopers. So and it's something that it would be like his last resort, right? So
Yeah, but
um
luckily for him, these were droids and not
right.
for living things.
So yeah, we got a little bit of a compromise there. I thought that
Yeah,
was
he
great.
really stuck to those droids though, like it was butter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like it wasn't even didn't even have a chance.
Yeah.
But that's what you expect from a Jedi Knight.
But like
Right.
that just shows like the difference between like a Jedi, like a powerful Jedi, like Luke Skywalker, like his raw power over Mando and like all the other ones like combined, because they would have been struggling like hell trying to defeat like just one or two, and then we got over here,
I was
Luke
really hoping
Skywalker
that they'd
cutting them
have a
like
battle.
butter.
Really hoping for a little battle with some of the droids, not just the one that Mando took on.
Yeah. I thought they were cool. I guess Dark Troopers. It was nice.
They
Sorry.
really did show us like Luke's like raw power, because we saw like how good he is and stuff like that, but we never really got like a full picture of it in like movies and shows, only in books.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we got like a full picture of how actually awesome he is.
Yeah. It was pretty cool to see. Dude, I was started. I freaked out um when because when the X-wing came in, I didn't immediately know it was Luke. But then when it didn't respond, because I think Sasha Banks' character, a Mandalorian character, asked for identification, and there's no response from the X-wing. I was like, oh no, that's Luke. That's something a Jedi would totally do.
At
Well, we
first,
should just
at first I saw it and I was like, "Oh shoot, is this Ahsoka? Is she coming back?" But then the moment like I saw the lightsaber and I saw that it wasn't like pure white through the cameras, I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh shoot, this is Luke. This has got to be Luke."
Yeah.
well, no, but when I forget what her name was, but when she said
Oh,
oh look, one X-wing, and I'm like, oh no, that's the X-wing.
That's the
You know?
X-wing. Yeah.
yeah, pretty sure that was Bo-Katan.
No,
No, it
was
was
it?
Kara, I think.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
there we
yeah.
go. That's
Uh-huh.
there we go.
Yeah, and so what does this mean for the future though? 'Cause, um, at
Well, I
the
mean,
end,
obviously we're gonna be getting another Boba show.
right?
So
Because
that's
That's
okay,
what I'm
because
excited for.
the other day, like 2 weeks ago, I think, like Kathleen Kennedy confirmed, and I think during the Disney investor meeting too, confirmed that Mandalorian season 3 would be coming in December 2021. And this honestly felt like a series finale. And then at the end, there's a Boba show announced at the end of December at in December 2021. So like, is this the? I don't think this is the end of Din Djarin as Mando. I
So,
guess because there's still some storylines there. Um, but I think we this is the end for Baby Yoda in the show specifically.
yeah. I
what I'm
don't think
hoping
we're.
is that they're two separate shows. That's what I'm hoping for.
It's definitely gonna be two separate shows. But what's it called? One thing that I am thinking is that, well, obviously, Baby Yoda's not going to be in season 3. He might
Yeah,
make like a few little appearances, but
I.
for the
Mhm.
most part, Grogu's just not going to be in it. And we're going to actually get like a full on Mandalorian show
Yeah,
that like we're all waiting for.
Yeah, that's
I.
that's what I've wanted since day one.
I still think that Baby Yoda's coming back in some way. Maybe in the New Republic show or the Ahsoka show. Maybe like
I mean,
Ahsoka and Luke
there's a
meet up.
chance though that Baby Yoda was one of those younglings uh,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
psychotic. So you know, we don't really know much about that though.
I mean,
Who knows
we
if he
do
was?
know a little bit because in movies said Kylo said that pretty much every student was slaughtered, and then in the comics, it was revealed that the Knights of Ren came and helped out Ben Solo, like basically trashing Luke's temple.
Yeah, but I mean, like, who knows? If maybe Baby Yoda was, strong enough or something, or like he somehow escaped from that. That's what's really unknown.
I can just imagine a toddler just like how Baby Yoda walks, just waddling away while everybody's dying and everything's on fire.
Yeah, or maybe we should another Ghost Yoda cameo. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. What else was there in the episode? Oh yeah, the post credit scene with Boba and what's her name, Fennec.
That was done really well.
Oh yeah.
That was done.
Like watching that, and that one actually caught me like completely by surprise because like I just finished the episode and I was like, wow, this was really cool. And I was just sitting there like taking it all in, and then all of a sudden, bam, extra credit scene.
Oh yeah. I didn't.
Yeah.
I closed it and then I was scrolling on Instagram and I heard something about post credits and I was like, oh, great. So then I had to go back.
I mean, it kind of makes sense now though why kind of like I guess Boba fixed up his armor. That was kind of like a new era for him in a way. You know,
Yeah.
he,
Yeah.
he's calling the shots now. He's not taking orders from anyone else.
I also love the reference that Boba is a clone from the Clone Wars in prequels.
Oh yeah, that was good. She said, "I've heard that voice thousands of
A
times, or millions of
thousand
times."
times. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
That part was pretty cool. Which also that reminded me of the show the what's called? What was it? The Bad Batch. There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And like when I saw that, I got like excited, and then this just reminded me of that.
yeah. Isn't Fennec Shan coming to Bad Batch too? At least I think that was her in the trailer.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The actress. I can't even pronounce her name. Basically, May from Agents of Shield and also played Fennec. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
returning to voice her in Bad Batch.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. My favorite part of the episode was the Luke stuff. I when the Dark Troopers were like shut out of the airlock, I was kind of disappointed. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's
I was
great.
like, oh well, that's a lame thing to do. But then I thought they're droids. They can. Well, they don't breathe in space. They just
They could fly.
are. They're just on in space.
They're
So I was
just
like,
there.
yeah, they're just there in space. They're definitely gonna be. They're gonna come back for sure.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really hope they like fight to the death or something, and they don't get wasted off just immediately. But they did get wasted off immediately, but it was in such a cool way that I completely forgive them.
Oh yeah. Oh, and R2 coming back. Oh, that's great.
Oh, when I saw R2, I got freaking goosebumps.
Wait, so
Wait, I mean, him and Baby Yoda kind of had a little conversation.
I
So
they I
Yeah,
think
yeah, they were having their own thing.
I think they recognize each other from
yeah, that's what
because
I was thinking as well.
R2 did the same thing with Yoda back in Empire Strikes Back, and they recognize each other. Well, canonically they recognize each other, but like when the movie came out,
R2.
yeah,
R2 was the one that saved Baby Yoda, not a Jedi or anything.
it was R2.
It was definitely R2.
R2 is
He's the
the real
hero.
hero of
He's
the
a
galaxy.
Amen.
Yeah,
And then the Moff Gideon versus
Mando.
Mando with
Oh
the
yeah,
the Beskar fight and Darksaber. That was awesome. I loved watching the Darksaber go off.
Really, really, I really thought that was kind of a weak, kind of a weak fight. I know.
It was still cool. Like,
So I mean, obviously though, Moff Gideon definitely let Mando win, like 100%. I think.
oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, because he like
because
knew what was gonna go on.
yeah, obviously,
Also, I
what's
kind of wanted to see like after that whole interaction, I kind of wanted to see Bo-Katan and Mando fight now.
yeah. I have a feeling that's gonna be a thing in the future.
I mean,
Mhm.
theoretically, that's what has to happen if she
They set
wants
it
it.
up to be that way. Yeah. And Bo-Katan isn't necessarily the friendliest person on the world. I mean, she was part of Death Watch at one point, so
Mhm.
yeah.
Those still look cool fights, and one thing that I really liked seeing was how the Beskar, like whenever like they held the dark saber up to the Beskar for too long, it got like super like hot and red.
Oh yeah.
And so I
Yeah,
was
I
like
was
wondering if
what
like
happened.
if it was there just a little longer, like any longer, it would it have like melted through. So
Oh
that was
yeah.
kind of interesting to see.
Here's what I'm just like kind of confused about with the whole Beskar can't really, you know, be
Well, I mean, I guess it can withstand strikes. Obviously, it gets to a certain melting point,
Yeah,
and then once it gets to its melting point, then it like submits to like
yeah,
lightsabers and stuff.
I
But I
yeah
mean, he
Yeah.
never like held it too long on the thing because it like immediately cooled off. And then, but like every time he got hit by the dark saber, it wasn't like held there for like 20 seconds. It was held there just for like a 0.5 seconds, and it was just a quick strike.
right. Yeah,
And
because
so that makes sense to me.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense now.
Hmm.
this entire season it's just been I don't know if maybe because they were maybe filmed at the same time they were they were filmed at like similar locations, but there was a lot. I don't think you guys watched the show, but there were like a lot of Agents of Shield actors that popped into this season. Like a lot of them. It was. I was kind of
Yeah,
wondering like where was
I only
Coulson?
recognized May.
Yeah, we got May, and then we got Agent Blake, who was from season 3 and 4, who was that officer that wanted to kamikaze the ship in the earlier episode, Bo-Katan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then we got a female Imperial that keeps popping up every now and then, including this episode. And and we
Matilda
got
Gideon.
oh no, what's his name? I don't remember his name, but the main villain from season 7. He's also one of the officers at the beginning of the episode who uh who was talking about the Death Star and stuff and threatened to shoot the
Man,
scientist.
I hate that guy. That guy sucked. He just shot the other guy for no reason. He was like, "Hey man, I don't want to die. You know, we'll comply to you guys, whatever." And this dude's just like, "No, shut up," and then shoots the dude.
Dude, I wanna know if that's his like actual type of that's like how he is in real. Not well, obviously not like that, but like his personality, because he virtually played the same character in the show in Agents of Shield. um, yeah, that's pretty much the entire episode. Let's go into the Easter eggs portion. Okay, so obviously Luke Skywalker. Oh, so the lightsaber effects was reminiscent of the original trilogy. It
Hmm.
had the same feel to it, and
Oh
even
yeah,
in
yeah.
a lot of shots, it had a different variation of green, much like in the originals. So I thought that was pretty cool. The X-wing, obviously, the Death Star reference. Uh, let's see. Mm,
This was after the second Death Star was built, right?
wait, hold up. What do you mean? Like was that the
Like,
episode?
yeah, like is this episode after or before like the second Death Star was being built?
Oh, this is after the original trilogy, 5 years after. So like after it blew up.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, also, one thing that I really liked, was what's called when Luke Skywalker, or sorry, no, hold up, trying to remember here. Okay, so when Luke Skywalker saw um Grogu, like you could see like in his eyes, like holy crap, dude, this is Yoda. What the hell?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and like
for
he
real.
also, and then I really liked how he was like, you gotta, or he's asking for your permission to go. Like I thought that moment was really cute, and then when he took off his helmet to show like Grogu and to like connect and bond with him even more, that
Oh
was
yeah.
cool. I kind of wished he like gave him like the little metal ball to remember him by.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised that didn't happen. To be honest, he had it
Hmm.
on him.
Like that would have been cool to see, and then like in some future show or whatever, we just see
The ball.
Grogu using like throwing the ball like and force pushing it into
or
people's skulls.
or no, I was thinking like the in some movies like or TV shows the characters are always like they have something in their hands. They're like I don't know what the caressing it, I guess. Like those type of characters
Yeah,
from
they're
like
rubbing it. They're
yeah,
looking
like
off into the distance, and
my
they're
name
like,
is Khan and stuff like that. Yeah, from the yeah that
"Grogu
I,
is
I
my
and
actually,
name."
I actually got a little theory on that actually. maybe that Ball ends up coming back to Baby Yoda, and Baby Yoda gets his own lightsaber, and he puts that on the bottom of his saber.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That is cool.
Honestly, I can see that happening. Except he's most likely dead at this point, because, Kylo Ren. But,
We'll see. I mean,
uh,
I hope so. He died. Like, unpopular opinion again.
uh,
A sequel right here.
okay,
At this
oh,
point, if he died in the later future, it would not affect the Mandalorian.
yeah,
So
uh,
we want this man to live.
Disney wants this baby to live, so they can continue
Yeah.
making that money.
It'll be real awkward to when he gets to his grandpa years, which will be like equivalent to his teenage years.
Yeah. Let's see what else is there. Oh, there's a Mandalorian class fighter ship, from the Clone Wars. Um, Bo-Katan has one of
That
these.
was Bo-Katan's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there's obviously the reference to the backstory of the Darksaber from Rebels, and
I was seeing his glove, Luke's glove,
oh
like the
yeah,
cover behind. That was really cool to see.
yeah. What else is there? La 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 la. Yeah, that's practically it.
I like
Y-
I like the CGI a lot for the Dark Troopers.
yeah,
Or I don't know if it was CGI. Was it CGI?
yeah. I mean, it was probably a
Oh,
mix of practicals and CGI.
mm. I don't know. I was really in love with how they looked, and then when they showed them like turning on, like that whole techno retro music that they had going on was so badass.
That's
Oh,
I
the
pretty
loved
good.
it.
EDM type thing. Yeah,
That was really awesome.
Yeah, that scene was like so cool. Even though they were like wasted like pretty fast, it was still so cool to watch and like to hear.
yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure when the X-wing was coming in, you could like faintly hear Luke's theme.
I didn't catch up on that. Could be.
Yeah, I think I heard like faintly like when it first showed like his like figure, his dude just walking through. And I'm pretty sure you could hear his thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we're practically done with Moff Gideon and the Empire or whatever. So, cause went back a couple of episodes back, there was like these creatures in the tube or whatever. People would just assumed it was either a Snoke reference or like a refer or it was like set up for future episodes. But Moff Gideon's Empire is practically done by now. So I guess that's a Snoke reference. Does does
Well,
that?
they kept referencing a lot of like the First Order.
Yeah,
So
it was probably a Snoke reference.
Yeah,
Although it
so
doesn't really make any sense because Gideon's not connected to the Final Order or the Sith Eternal, and they're
no,
doing their own secret stuff.
that one officer that Mayfield shot. I think he referenced like something like for like a new order or something like that.
I'm not sure. I'll have to look
but
back.
like I'm kind of curious as to what. All right, I think I have an idea of what's gonna go on for season 3, because they said that they had Grogu's blood already, and like they had like everything that they needed, and they already sent it off. Um, like when Mando found Grogu in the cell with Gideon, like what's called in that scene, like that's where he said like we already have everything we need from him, like we got his blood and samples and stuff.
Hmm. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
season three won't necessarily involve Grogu, but maybe like trying to protect him
No,
from
yeah,
all this
yeah,
stuff.
like what's called, there's gonna be something with that blood going on, because what's called, I mean, there's no way it just doesn't.
Yeah.
well, isn't aren't they trying to like come up with Smoke or whatever? I don't really know how like his whole story or
Yeah,
anything.
because Snoke, well, in the Rise of Skywalker, we see Snoke's
Yeah, yeah.
Snoke clones in Exegol, and they're
That's
doing their own thing, and nobody can really get there because of like all the obstacles to get there. So they're practically like isolated and doing their own thing. So I don't think that creature was a Snoke prototype, but It might be. I don't know how that would work.
Your face is a Snoke prototype.
Why do you gotta do me like that, man?
I didn't say it was him.
Yeah, but overall, I really liked this episode. It was a good episode,
Oh yeah,
in my
I mean,
one of my favorites.
wasn't as good as that Seeing Stone episode. I mean, seeing Boba and act. Okay, I'm sorry. I just love Boba way too much. I don't know if
Well,
you guys. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but
well,
no. It's barely noticeable.
barely.
a big bounty hunter fan, I guess.
Yeah, I
I
got
just love
I
the
got
characters,
goosebumps a
the people.
total of 4 times watching this. One, when Bo-Katan showed up, I got goosebumps, and then when what's this dude Mando started using the Beskar steel thing spear,
The
Mhm.
spirit.
like both when fighting the super droids and then the Moff Gideon, and then also when Luke Skywalker came and started like killing everyone, and then when R2D2 showed up.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, I guess this is the end for the Baby Yoda arc. Um. So yeah, I think season 3 will involve um maybe trying to liberate Mandalore. Although I think that'd be too high of a budget for TV. Um.
I mean, Mando doesn't really care about Mandalore, so I
Well,
mean,
yeah. Well,
we'll
he has
see.
the sword now. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, he's gonna have to fight Mrs. Catan.
Or maybe Bo-Katan
Like,
will have like an
like,
arc of trying to let go and letting other people be in charge.
so I get like the whole like they have to like defeat him and whatnot, but like really why can't they just give it up? You know?
Well, okay. In Rebels, because the in Rebels Sabine gave the dark saber to Bo-Katan, right? Just like gave it to her.
Sure.
Um, and then I'm and then I'm and then a whole lot of stuff happened. And the Empire kind of screwed over Mandalore. So I'm guessing maybe that's like a thing. Like a mistake. Bo-Katan doesn't want to repeat. Just like, yeah, I'm not going through that. I have to like rightfully earn it this time. That's what I.
Lame.
That's one of my guesses. Because she pretty like Sabine just offered it to her. She was like, "Oh yeah, you can have it," and she took it last time. So yeah, that's kind of it. Um, so I guess that's the end of the Mandalorian season 2. The next type of similar thing to this we're gonna do, or what I'm gonna do at least, is WandaVision. That'll be like on the 15th, I guess, January. Um, from now to then, I guess I'll just be doing small stuff here and there every week, like singular podcasts. Um, and that's it. Well, Rio and Tacogaming's Twitches and YouTube channels are in the description below.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
yeah. Thank you for checking out the stream, guys, and we'll see you next
No
week or 2 weeks
problemo.
from now. All right. See ya.
All right. Bye bye. Thank you.